All right, this is Derek with In the Nest from Roost. There's some people in life that go by first names only. There's Madonna, there's Cher, and there's Ines. So we have the honor of being here with Ines today. How are you?
I'm great, and better now with that introduction, actually.
So we are here at NAR in San Diego. You got in on Thursday?
Yes, Thursday.
Thursday. Went to RE Bar Camp.
Absolutely. At least caught the end of it.
Yes. We didn't get enough Ines at RE Bar Camp, but we've had a lot of her at NAR. I don't know how to take that, but so what have you been getting out of NAR since you've been here?
You know what? I always try to get some nuggets out of everywhere I go, and you always go with a positive attitude to try to learn things. So that's where I'm at.
Look at me.
I am.
Okay. She's looking down at the camera. I'm like, look at me. So you've been in social media for how many years now? That you've been really doing it, I mean, aggressively.
2006, so 3
You started
plus.
You started blogging in 2006?
Yeah, the story was a little weird. It was my photographer was just said, "Oh, Ines, I'm going to start blogging," and I said, "You're going to start what? What is that?
What is that foreign word?"
Yeah, so I went home and I Googled it. I was like, "What's blogging?" I mean, that's how it started. So I just immersed myself in the medium.
And you've obviously expanded that into Facebook and especially Twitter. I mean, you're pretty active on Twitter.
I love Twitter.
What do you love about Twitter?
You know, Twitter is my favorite because you can like engage people on a personal level right away. You know, right away. You can start. I mean, you can like jump into a conversation that's already going.
And I think what I like about you is that your personality, what you see here, what you're seeing on camera, is what you get on Twitter, and vice versa. And I think, you know, there are some people that I've met via Twitter, face to face, that you're somewhat disappointed because you're like, wow, that's not who I thought that was going to be. But you are that and so much more. Do you consciously think about it, or is it just that's who you are, so you just kind of let it?
I think that's what I like about social media. I discovered that it's okay to be me. It's okay to be informal. It's okay to have an accent. It's okay to mess up grammatically on my blog. It's fine. It's okay to make mistakes.
Because you're human.
Yeah. So that's why I like about it.
The other really cool thing that you have really leveraged, which I think is hilarious, is a drink. Mojitos. You want to give us a little insight on where that came from? And
that's been the most popular question here at NAR. Mojito started off as a fluke. I was just researching keywords, and at that time it was already past 2.5 years ago. Mojito was the #1 search key term.
And I like how you say mojito too. So.
Oh, thank you, mojito. So I saw that mojito was the #1 key term, and I grabbed my husband and I said, put on a guayabera, which is like the Cuban.
A what? A guayabera?
A guayabera.
Okay.
So we're not Cuban, but you know, I was like, okay, let's do the whole experience. So I had him make some mojito at the house, and we did this really impromptu video, and with a recipe, obviously.
And that was the first time I ever saw you. I saw the video when you guys first made a mojito and put it up. Yeah, this was way back in the day.
That's very cool.
This is before I even got really in. I don't know how I found that, but that's.
So it was just like one thing turned into another, and then I realized that, you know, from that one video, the conversation just kept rolling and rolling, and people feel comfortable talking to us because of this thing, which then obviously the social object idea came up, and it became our social object, and it's so much more than just a drink. You know, it's at first I was nervous about getting the alcoholic drink associated with business, not being professional, and then it became just so much more than that. And I've said this before several times. If people don't like me or feel negatively about me because I'm associated with an alcoholic drink, I probably don't want to do business with them. So attracting like-minded individuals, start great conversation. It's so powerful.
And I think that is really what people need to understand, is that you can take an interest, a food, you know, a sport, and really kind of leverage off of that.
And then so many people have contacted me about, you know what, I love barbecue sandwiches. I was like, ooh, that's an awesome one. Go for the barbecue sandwich.
BQ.com, baby.
Isn't that like great?
Yeah.
So whatever that thing that you have a passion for and you like, and can become start a conversation.
So you work with your husband.
Yes.
You guys are a team.
Yes.
At a boutique firm down in Miami. what is that like to work with your significant other, and what kind of strengths and weaknesses do you guys have, and do you guys complement each other as far as from a business standpoint?
We have a property management company too. We do commercial property management. That's how we discovered that we could work well together, and we play on each other's fortes. Now Rick is an accountant, and I'm an architect. So like he does all the financial aspect of the business, the transaction management. He's a great manager. I'm doing all the marketing. I do all
You're
the
the people
luxury,
person.
and I'm the people person. Although
Rick's a people person too.
yeah, yes, absolutely.
Well, I don't know what I just said, but I meant to say people person. He's a people person. He's a people person. So, I want to finish this up with the whole reason that I'm doing this video series is what I found interesting about people, not just in real estate but in life, is that what they're getting out of social media doesn't just necessarily translate into what they're doing in their business. I want to understand, maybe from your perspective, what is social media bringing to your life? What has it enriched your life? What has it done maybe to make you a better writer, communicate better? What would you say if you had to be put on the spot and say what it's brought to your life?
I think when we started in the business, it was all about the formality of business. As an architect and coming from a corporate world, you're expected to be more formal. You're expected to be more eloquent. You're expected to have this persona. And I realized with social media that, you know what, it's me. It's okay to be me, and people like me more if I'm me. So I think that's what I've gotten out of social media.
Is that you can be you, even in business?
Absolutely, and you know what? And that's going to attract like-minded individuals because they're going to like me for me. And it's so important for me when you said I'm the same person in Twitter than I am in real life. That's my goal. My
Right.
goal is to be me, and for people to know me for me.
And that's what I've heard from of a ton of people, is that you probably more than most, it's like when you see you coming down the hall, it's like, that's Ines. That's got to be Ines. So I commend you on that, because I think it's a challenge for some people because they are trying to bring their real estate business side into their social media, and I think if they just took a step back and kind of took a cue from you, they could probably do a lot better.
Thank you.
So we enjoy our time here with you very much, and we hope that you just keep rocking it. Miamiism.com. You want to plug anything else?
I just started a new site, PrimeMiamiBeach.com.
Ooh.
So that's a new site. It just launched at the end of August, so not many people know about it, but those are my two.
Awesome. Well, we just thoroughly enjoy you, and so glad you took a little time out of your day to come talk with us.
Thank you.